Welcome to the 360 Sports Network Road to the Final Four podcast series, where we look at all those conference tournaments out there, break them down team by team, figure out who gets the automatic bid, who might be an at-large team, and who's going to be left on the outside looking in with their bubble burst. Because before we can fill that field of 68, we have to first look at those conference championships. My name's James Dotson. Tonight, I want to look at the Conference USA Championship. Now, the Memphis Tigers are back in action yet again, regular season champs of Conference USA. They actually went undefeated 16-0 in the conference, and they're 27-4 overall. If you take out non-conference loss to Xavier just 2 weeks ago, the Tigers actually have not lost a game since they lost to number 6 Louisville back in the mid-December. So you can't argue with Memphis as the top pick in the tournament. They actually go 8 players deep, very, very good depth. 8 players average 19 minutes or more per game. And the lowest scoring of those 8, 6 points per game. They all score. The highest, Joe Jackson, puts up just short of 14 per game, and he shoots 49% from beyond the arc. They don't shoot an enormous number of three-pointers either, which I really like seeing, especially out of, I wouldn't call Memphis a mid-major, but I wouldn't call them a power conference either. They're kind of a tweener, I guess. But when they do shoot from outside, likely they fall. They all get on the action, all 8 of them who get the consistent action. They all get in the action one way or the other. You got guys like Tariq Black, Adonis Thomas, they clean up down low. And hey, they have a guy named Shaq on their team. Yes, a guy named Shaq. Shaq Goodwin. He's played in all 31 games this year, 8 points, 5 rebounds per game. Everyone getting involved, and that's why they're a tough team to beat. The one team that has a chance to beat them in my mind would be the Southern Miss Golden Eagles. They have 6, their top 6 all score 8 points per game or more, so they're also pretty balanced, got a little bit of depth. Not as deep as Memphis, but I'll take it. Dwayne Davis leads the way, 16 points per game. They also shoot 39-40% from beyond the arc as a team. If they start hitting shots, they could take down Memphis pretty easily. But I just don't see it happening because of the Memphis depth I think will eventually wear down Southern Miss. I see Memphis winning it all. Now, Southern Miss is a team that is right on the bubble. We have to worry about if that bubble's going to pop. They make the championship game. If that happens, I think they make the dance, no matter what. They need to play well in that title game as well, though. I think they'll be in the field, maybe in one of those first 4 games. They need to watch out, though, because if any more bubble spots are lost by an upset in a conference championship game down the stretch, they could end up losing the spot because the number of bubble teams, the number of open spots for an at-large bid, could decrease. Say if like a team like Butler, who's guaranteed in, were to lose to a no-name school in a championship, that type of thing. Could happen, and that could be troublesome down the stretch for Southern Miss. I think they'll be in, though. I can't pass up on the Tigers, though. They've been too consistent. Southern Miss gets the at-large. Memphis gets the automatic bid. Well, that's it for the Conference USA preview show here on the Road to the Final Four special. Follow us on Twitter at 3S Network, and keep tabs at 360sportsnetwork.com as we look at the rest of the brackets, the rest of the teams, and the rest of the potential bracket busters out there. So we can make your championship tournament, you know what I mean, the championship in your mind, your bracket pool, your office pool, be the very best it can be. I'm James Dotson. Have a good night, everyone.